Hey guys, welcome to Bad Witch Books. Hey guys, it's me Paco. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. Today we're going to be going over the first quarter, just kind of an overview of the first quarter books. Not specifically like each and every book we're going to do. We're not doing that because I do wrap ups. So I review all the books I read usually. But just kind of like an overview and a layout of like book wise, content wise, where things are going of it. So the first quarter, of course, is January, February, March. Um, we'll go over like just books read, I guess. Overall, in the first 3 months, I had a really, really rocky start. January and February were very slow reading slump months for me. January, March marked it out because I read a bunch of March. But I did get to the goal of 30 books read by that, like, end of the 3 months, which was the goal. So we love that for me. The first 5 star, I think I read 2 5 stars in those 3 months, and that was An Education in Malice by S.A. Gibson and Her Radiant Curse by Elizabeth Lim were my first 2 5 stars of the year, and so far the only 5 stars of the year. I tend to try to be really picky with my 5 stars, and one that came real close, which we'll talk about a little bit later, is A Son of Blood and Ruin, but we'll talk about that in the segment for the witchy part of the video. But there's gonna be a lot of today. Sorry. I guess we'll go over it each month now. Like we talked about overview, and we'll go over each month. So January kind of started good. It's just in early January, we got news that like some irritating shit from last year is continuing, and is still continuing on to this day. Hopefully, it'll be over soon. The people that know, but just some like really irritating extra shit that is just really irritating. So January kind of I was a little depressed in January with that anxiety but otherwise, I did have a really slow reading month. I wouldn't say it was all that situation because like it bummed me out, but it didn't affect me that much. Like it's just something that's like there in the background. That's just going to be there from the background for a while. But other than that, January was pretty alright. I think I didn't film as much as I wanted to these last 3 months. Like, I skipped a couple Fridays. I decided that, like, hey, I'm busy with work because it is basketball season these 3 months, and I am just not going to stress myself out if I miss a video this year. So that is something I'm kind of taking it into the new year. Like, I'm going to try to be as active as I can. But if I miss a Friday, I'm not going to hurt myself mentally for it. So that was a big game changer. Other than that, nothing really big happened in January that I can think of. I mean, I saw Mean Girls, which was like a shout out. We'll talk about like shows and movies, I guess, later in a different segment of this like big quarterly wrap up. But yeah, nothing really exciting happened in January. February was a really cool month. Like we still like December and January were a lot work wise. So February is usually when it kind of slows down work in the middle of the season. There's a lot of away games, so I'm not working as much in February. And I was able to have my birthday month. I was able to take my birthday off. And in February, the beginning of February, I got to see the musical Six. It was amazing and great. And then in February, my birthday, the 24th, I turned 26, which is like, oh, I'm in my late 20s now, and I know it's like to my older people that watch, no shade, but just that's nothing at that point for a lot of the people I know, but still, like, to be in the stage where I'm past 25 is wild, and it's kind of like gotten me to my point of like, what am I doing with my life still at this point? But just push that down. But for my birthday, Princess, one of my best friends on this whole YouTube journey I've made, her and her husband Mike came up and visited me for my birthday. We did a bookstore crawl. It was awesome. There's a vlog for that, and we had a great time. Like, one of the biggest highlights of making this YouTube channel is having made Princess as a friend. Helen too, Lynn, Jen, like, shout out to you guys. You guys are freaking amazing, and I'm so grateful. Side note, I had a poster up. You guys probably just noticed. I had a poster up that was covered a while for by my bookshelf, and I moved the room recently, and I just saw that poster was still up in the background of where I'm filming this, because I moved my room around a lot, and I had to take that poster down because that hoe. So I just wanted a statement there. I don't want anybody thinking anything by seeing that person in this photo. But so yeah, took that down. But other than that, February was great because like I said, Princess came, and Princess and her husband Mike came. We had a great time. That was great. And then March was just really busy work-wise. March is always our busiest month of work. So I did get a lot of reading done, which I'm very thankful for. I bought headphones, and they were amazing, but I really enjoyed that. So those are kind of like the overviews of just the months how I've been doing wise. But going into content, I have been really proud of myself that I'm keeping up with the witchy vlogs. If you guys have not seen them, I have done 3 so far. The spoilery witchy vlogs for my 12 witchy reads. The first one was Night of the Witch, the second one was Sun and Blood of Ruin, and the third one was Nettle and Bone. They're spoilery filled vlogs where I read the book, vlog it, and then review it at the end. So far, Nettle and Bone is the best, Sun and Blood of Ruin is slightly under it, and then Night of the Witch is the worst of the 3. The next, I will be ranking these each quarter as we go. Like I said, these video is kind of just a look back. It's for you guys to see how I'm doing. It's a look back for we could have a chat and conversation about the channel and just life. And also it is a look at for me. Like I kind of like just talk to the camera and get my feelings out very way. But I'm very happy that I've been able to do that. One content I want to start doing, we will see how I do it this month, I think I can do it this month, is monthly resets. I want to film that. I don't know how I'm going to film that. I've been talking about it for a while, but I want to start adding those to my channel as well, and I think that would be fun to do a monthly reset. So that'd be like maybe the first Wednesday or the second Wednesday video of the month would be a monthly reset of like me doing my reading journal and planning my TBR with you guys. Maybe it'll be out before my TBR video or after. But yeah, that is just some content I want to keep working on. I do have plans to expand into 2025 that I'm slowly working on. It is going to be a summer project that my close friends know, but I will just give the initials of something that may be coming. Is going to hopefully come by January, February 2025. BWG. You guys will see what that means later. But other than that, that's all I really gotta say. Oh, I wanted to do other media, because I want to start kind of reviewing other media besides just books. So I think right now that could be the monthly recap wrap-ups maybe, or the monthly resets, but for right now it will be in these quarterly vlogs, just things that media I've seen that stood out to me. Mean Girls, I really enjoyed the Mean Girls movie. I think so far that's my favorite movie I've seen so far this year. So I can't think of a movie that's like beaten that bar. Music wise, I've been got really into Epic the Musical, which is created on TikTok by a creator who he is doing the Odyssey as a musical, and he's doing it in sagas. So they just released the Cersei saga in February. I believe next week is the Underworld saga, and of course I love the Cersei saga. I've been watching him make this soundtrack and stuff like that on TikTok for a couple years now, and so it's awesome being able to listen to it. So that was great to listen to. Hazbin Hotel is probably like one of the best shows I've seen. Best show is strong word, but really good like animated show that like sucked me in early January, February. The music was great. It's a musical. I heard someone say it's for gay theater nerds with religious trauma, and it's just really great. The soundtrack has been on repeat. It'll probably be in my Spotify wrap at the end of the year. And then Eternal Sunshine, music wise, great. I love that. I don't think it's my favorite Ariana Grande album. I want to say for the Ariana Grande like album ranking, I think her best, my favorite is my favorite album, which I need to listen to more of. But my favorite Ariana Grande album is what is this song? My favorite Ariana Grande album is Dangerous Woman. My mind blanked. I had to like hum the lyrics in my head just now. But that is my favorite, followed closely by Break Up With Your Boyfriend. No, Thank You Next. I think it's the album title. Is like slightly under that. And I loved Position because Position was like, to me, Thank You Next meets Sweetener. Dangerous Woman too, kind of like Dangerous Woman meets Sweetener. So I really liked Positions, but this one is good. I like the vibe that this is like a healing vibe to me for Eternal Sunshine. So, but it's not my favorite album. I think my favorite songs on the album so far have been Boy Bye and Eternal Sunshine is really good. There's just a lot. Supernatural is great, but I mean, it's a good album. I don't think it beats Positions, though. Like, of the newest albums, I think I prefer Positions over this one a little bit. But the best album so far of the year, and it will probably still be the best album of the year, is Cowboy Carter, Argue With Your Mama. So good. I'm not even a big country fan like that. I do love, like, female country, like Dolly, Shania, all the other girlies. I love me some, like, before Carrie Underwood, Before He Cheats. That's my jam. So I enjoy country to an extent, but this album was so good and so well curated. Like, listening to it is an experience. Listening to this album is how I felt reading Babel. Just something so curated, so well crafted, that it's just something altogether. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, Cowboy Carter is my standout album so far, like music wise, that I've heard all year. I don't think anything's gonna beat it, but so far, like, of the 3 quarters, even though it came out at the end of March, Cowboy Carter is the top album. Hazbin Hotel's the top show I've seen the first 3 months, even though X-Men 97 will be beating Hazbin Hotel, but I'm gonna consider it more of a next quarter. But also Drag Race. I've been constantly watching Drag Race since it started in January. Team Saphira, if anybody is watching. Team Saphira, even though I love Morphine. Morphine is my favorite queen of the season. Team Saphira. Because that ends next week, so I will maybe talk about Drag Race a little bit in the next wrap-up. But that is still like going to be at the end of the month, beginning of the month of the 3 quarter. And best movie so far is Mean Girls. So that's like other media that I want to talk about. And maybe I'll figure out better ways to do it. But this is just kind of like me talking to you guys video. And I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while. But how was your guys' last 3 months gone? We made it through the first 3 months of the year. It is already April. April's damn near over, it feels like. So how are you guys doing? Can you give me a mental health check? Like, how's it going? What is the best books you've read? Because for me, Education of Malice is the best book. What is like I said, talk about your other media. Just like check in with me. How are we doing? Let's chat. But yeah, this is just a rambly video where I wanted to do a quarter 3 check-in. And quarter 1 check-in. And I'm going to try to do this every 3 months. So I will see you guys later. Guys, you're watching Bad Books.